We have Ross from Jackson on the line. Ross from Jackson, thank you for calling. What is your question tonight?
My question was, I served in the Marine Corps from '05 to '09, and every Marine goes through at least combat training there at Camp Lejeune, and my question is just, what is the status of our time during the later years? Because what I've read is from the 50s to the 80s is what's covered, and I only spent a couple of months there at Camp Lejeune in 2006, but still I was there and just been curious about what that means.
I actually had that question as well. Merida, if you could help Ross
Sure.
out with that, please.
Ross, what happened in the 50s was various forms of toxic chemicals began leaking into the groundwater, and there are it was substances like benzene, vinyl chloride, PCE, TCE. I mean, there were a number of them. Camp Lejeune, some people say Lejeune, was actually a Superfund site as well as other bases. This base is unique in that after '87, they took those polluted wells offline, and that changed the effect. That is that people that were there, living there, working there, the Marines, were no longer drinking the polluted water. Congress created this rather unique law, and the only way you can qualify for it is to be within those years of 53 to 87. I think we have to presume after '87 that the military did its duty, the Marine Corps, and cleaned up the water. So I think everything that we know today is that the water there is safe now.
Mike, is there anything you would add to tell Ross tonight?
Yeah. This statute, the PACT Act, it was passed by Congress, and it gives us a specific cause of action. And because it's a statute, the only folks that qualify, you had to have been there from 53 to '87. And we get calls daily, and I think Buddy will attest to this. Hey, I was there in '87, '88, '89, after it passed, and these wells were taken offline, and they have these debilitating cancers, and frankly, the law doesn't allow them to bring a cause of action against the government. So it's strict right now, August of 1953 through the end of '87. So again, Ross, I hate that. Keep up with your health, and let's hope nothing happens there for sure.
Good information, guys. And some folks may be at home saying, why are they spending a whole show talking about something that happened in a short period of time and to probably a small percentage of our viewers? But there are reasons that we do need to talk about this. And Mike, if you would just talk a little bit about what makes this lawsuit and these cases different from anything like what we've seen in history against our government.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a massive undertaking. In Mississippi, we have a massive military presence here on the Gulf Coast, here in Jackson and Hattiesburg, up north in Tupelo. So we have a lot of military members here. We represent a lot of folks in Mississippi. And for the first time, we have a law where we get to go file a claim against the U.S. government, and we get a jury trial. And look, that is a big deal. We get to go try our case to a jury. A jury gets to decide if the government was wrong, and if they were wrong, what are those damages? So it's a unique opportunity for folks to actually right or wrong against the government. And look, I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to go after the government because what happened here should have never happened. It's an absolute travesty, and I think Buddy will attest to that as well.